It's a Sydney Sweeney is back in the news. You like the sound of that?
Yes, I do.
And she has been, not just as an actress, she has really been aggressive about producing her own films. And she is starring in and producing a movie. And I got to look, speaking of intimacy coordinators, Sydney Sweeney isn't shy. She has no qualms about showing off her body. And I admire her boldness and her bravery in not only the choices she makes as a producer, but as an actress. From Deadline, Alan, would you read this story?
Yes, Sydney Sweeney is expanding her role as both an actress and producer with I Pretend to Be a Missing Girl, a new thriller at Warner Brothers based on a Reddit short story by Joe Coate. The story follows a drifter who impersonates a missing girl to rob her family, only to realize she made a terrible mistake. Sydney's production company, 50/50 Films, is behind the project with Oscar-winning screenwriter Eric Roth, Forrest Gump and Dune, adapting the script. Sweeney has been actively producing projects she stars in, including Sony's rom-com hit Anyone But You, which grossed over $220 million globally, and the horror film Immaculate. She's also producing and starring in The Housemaid, a psychological thriller opening on Christmas Day, Scandalous, where she plays Kim Novak in a film directed by Coleman Domingo, and a biopic about female boxer Christy Martin.
Well, I'm excited about this. Here's the interesting thing. This is based on a Reddit thread. Mm-hmm. I pretended to be a missing girl. This is not the first time a movie has been inspired by something on social media. If you remember that movie years ago that was inspired by a series of tweets.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking the things my dad said, shit my dad says or something.
Oh, wait, was a
TV show. That became a TV show with William Shatner.
Yeah, but there was a movie called Zola. I don't know if you remember Zola.
Barely.
It's about a stripper that gets involved in prostitution, but the entire movie follows a Twitter thread. It's insane. So it's you can look it up, but look up Zola. I'll show you here. Also, by the way, Zola is hilarious. It's actually quite funny. So Zola takes a Twitter thread and turns it into a fever dream on film. So if you have never seen Zola, came out in 2021. Really entertaining movie. It's funny the way they use sound. They show the series of tweets, and it's this girl that goes down to Florida to make a lot of money at a strip club. She ends up getting involved in prostitution to make money on the side, and everything goes haywire and kind of crazy. Coleman Domingo is in this movie, and it's fantastic. So it's just funny now that we used to make movies based on novels, novels, stage plays, and now comic books. Now social media threads are the inspirations for films being made. It's kind of ridiculous. So put this back up here.
Can't wait for the Harry Sisson story to come out.
Yeah. So look, do I have a problem with this? No, it's actually interesting.
No, it's a great problem for an actress to take control of her career, to make movies she wants to make, and clearly she is making movies that she feels people will come out and see. I also believe in the interview she talked about how nude scenes for her have not ended. I believe she's looking for the right intimacy coordinator for that, and when she finds it, there you go, off to the races. But these 4 projects she mentions for her production company all sound interesting, and we'll see what happens in execution. But look, I mean, this is what we've been saying about anyone who wants to get into Hollywood. You've got to take control of your career. You've got to make things happen for yourself, and that's what Sydney Sweeney is doing.
Exactly. It's I tell this is my one piece of advice to anyone who wants to be a filmmaker, actor, producer: be in control of your own destiny. Right? Be in control of your own destiny. That is, own your material, raise money yourself, make the movie. That's how it gets done. And kudos to Sydney for doing this.